One of the biggest problems after this week's snowstorm, down trees like this, falling onto cars. Many limbs also coming down onto homes and causing damage. And that's when insurance policies kick in. But what's the right way to make sure you're covered? Eric Goldberg with the American Insurance Institute, a trade association that represents insurers, joins us tonight. Thanks for joining us, Eric.
My pleasure, Will.
So insurance agents certainly know when snow falls, damage claims go up. So let's break this down. Homeowners policies versus car insurance. What should we have in place as property owners?
Well, you need to make sure that you've got adequate property limits in place. A typical homeowner's policy provides very broad coverage for a number of perils. So the key thing is making sure that you've got enough insurance, high enough limits in case your home is totally destroyed.
Your mortgage company requires you to have insurance, but they may not require you to have the highest levels that you should have in certain regions like this, where we do get severe weather.
Yeah, so it's a good idea to do an insurance checkup every year or two. Speak with your insurer or agent, make sure that you've got adequate limits in place, and revisit it. Sometimes people make changes to their homes, they upgrade them, and they don't buy enough insurance to cover those improvements. So it's important to do this every year or two.
Well, speaking about changes, are there unique policies that we should consider, like flood insurance?
In this area, yeah, flood insurance is something that's typically not covered by a homeowner's insurance policy. The good news is it's something that you can buy from the federal government through the National Flood Insurance Program.
Preventing damage, I imagine, is key, like preventing burst pipes, right?
Absolutely. In the wintertime, the two most common losses are burst pipes and ice damming. In other words, when snow builds up on your roof and you have a freeze-thaw phenomenon where the water then leaks back into your home. Both of those kinds of losses are very preventable.
What about car insurance? A limb or a tree falls onto your car. Does your basic required car insurance cover you?
Yeah, that's covered under the comprehensive portion of your auto insurance policy. Basically, if your car's not moving and it's damaged anyhow, that would be covered by the comprehensive part of your auto policy.
I imagine it depends on your carrier, but when you do make a claim like this and it's weather-related, does that affect your insurance rate? It's not like you backed into a tree or a pole. A tree fell onto your car.
Well, precisely. I mean, these act of God type claims are exactly why you have car, auto, and homeowners insurance. Every carrier treats those kinds of losses differently. The good news is that in this area, homeowners and auto insurance is both very competitive. Always pays to shop around.
And as we wrap up, Eric, is there a tip that you can give us for documenting the damage before we make the claim? Do you have to leave everything as is and photograph it or wait for an adjuster to come out?
Well, call your adjuster as soon as possible. If it's a situation where there's imminent danger, for example, a tree falls through your roof, photograph it, call the insurance adjuster, try to get someone to help you, put a tarp on the roof to prevent any further water from coming in. But no, you can simply take some photos and call the adjuster, and you should be fine.
All right, Eric Goldberg with the American Insurance Institute. Thanks for coming in tonight.
Thanks, Will.